Welcome back, Officers of Public Course on Normal Police Chief APGAINS. No, I'm still not home. I know it's been 2 weeks. Sorry, there is a camera this time though. We're talking about this leapfrog, like weird GAC mix-up that's happened. So you guys all saw Arnold's video a while back about the like quote unquote cheaters in the top, and clearly there's just something really wrong with the GAC algorithm. And one of the most common questions I've been getting asked on streams in Discord and just in general on YouTube comments and stuff, excuse me, is how do you make the most of this new like weird era where you're like leapfrogging super far forward in GAC and your opponents are not just bigger because let's be honest, they're always bigger than we are. Uh, I'm talking about GP, everyone. We're well endowed, don't worry. But what do you do when you're kind of thrust into this? I know this is not something that's going to affect a lot of people for a big period of time, but just generally speaking, if you're lean and efficient, even if you're not, but if you're lean and efficient and you're climbing really high in GAC, this has kind of been the case ever since money-based matchmaking kind of came out. The best strategy has always been like moving back over and finishing up ships. I've just did a lot of roster reviews. New cube updates came out, which have been fun, so we've been testing it on stream. But like a lot of people will have relatively well developed for their GP Galactic Legends, one or two backbone teams, they'll be in a good position. But a lot of people are really, really missing out. Yes, on, GL type fleeps, we're talking Leviathan, Executive Profundity. But a lot of what I've noticed also is a drastic like lack of development in kind of like the winning fleets. I know that when we think of fleets and we think of GLs, we think of, or when we think of fleets and we think of winning, we think of the GL fleets, Leviathan, Executive, Profundi. But a lot of times, for me, punching up, 4+ million GP for a lot of you guys who are early Kyber punching up multiple millions. If you guys are in a Rhodium, you're dealing with this a lot. A lot of times, the GACs come down to fleets, yes, but more specifically, they come down to the non-GL fleets. We're talking Malevolence needs to do some miracles. Negotiator has to punch up against something like a low star finalizer from the $10 Lightspeed bundle has to start producing, and especially the Empire Chimera fleet. And the first of a few things that you can do is definitely paying attention to those winning fleets, if that makes sense. Like, because you can't say, hey, it's a flash in the pan. I jumped up from like Bronzium to a Rhodium 3. Like, what the fuck do I do? I can't just be like, get the profundity. Like, yeah, okay, get the profundity. But some things that you can do in the interim relatively quickly are, boosting relics to GG and GK to get malevolence a little bit faster, get negotiator a little bit faster, putting a little bit of resources into Iden to get the Chimera fleet a little bit more efficient. Doing one refresh or so when proving grounds come around to make sure that you get your interceptor up so that Chimera fleet becomes more effective, even if it's just gonna never be a reinforce. If it's just gonna sit on the reinforcement bench the whole battle, just by the fact that it's there. So in short, a lot of small adjustments. Even something like if you have a weak finalizer team, even something as like making sure a couple of your more key first order characters have a little bit more. Something I probably actually need to do. 1 second. I'm not going to, but it's something that I probably should do. Making sure that you apply some of the ability upgrades to a lot of the first order characters. There's a lot of micro adjustments you can do to your winning fleets to kind of make them a little bit more viable in the interim before CG changes the algorithm completely opposite the other way, and you go from like, oh shit, I jumped up to Kyber 4 from Chromium, and now you're down in Bronzium or something like that. You're like, AP, now I'm the whale. Now I have more GP than my opponents. Because God forbid CG figures out how GAC matchmaking works post money-based matchmaking. So just let I drop a little quick video for you. I'm hoping to do a lot more just like quick 4 or 5 minute videos where I just don't worry about mid-roll ads. I just question, answer, question, answer, question, answer, and upload multiple times a day, hopefully, depending on how everything comes out. The streams are going to be a little hit or miss. I'm hoping that now that I have a working portable setup, camera, microphone, that when I'm not home, which is going to be most days, unfortunately, I'll be able to stream consistently. Those are usually 5 p.m. Pacific. Was that 8 Eastern? Pretty good stream time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love you, and I'll see you later.